Picture this, a 30-foot skyscraper rising from the ground. It has built-in air conditioning, underground highways, and even farms inside. But here's the twist. No blueprints, no machines, and the builders. Insects smaller than your pinky nail. These are termite mounds, and they're some of the greatest architectural feats on Earth. If humans built the way termites do, our skyscrapers wouldn't just touch the clouds. They'd scrape the stratosphere, soaring 2 miles high. That's higher than Mount Fuji in Japan. Termites may look tiny, but together they achieve the impossible. Some mounds stand 30 times taller than the insects themselves. For us, that would be like a person building a tower taller than the Empire State Building, by hand, without cranes or concrete. These aren't just bugs, they're nature's master engineers. Step inside the mound and the heat drops, steady around 87 degrees. Outside, the sun is hammering the earth at 104. No wires, no fans, just design. The walls are full of tiny pores, like a sponge made of earth. Wind sliding past the mound creates gentle pressure changes that pull warm, stale air up through a central chimney and draw cooler, fresher air in through low tunnels. That constant, silent flow is called the chimney effect, and it turns the whole structure into a breathing lung. Termites fine-tune it in real time. If the day runs hot, they open more vents with a dab of mud. If the night turns chilly, they seal the pores and let the thick walls hold the warmth like a thermos. Deep inside, where their queen, eggs, and fungus gardens live, the air stays calm, moist, and stable, the exact conditions life needs. Imagine a skyscraper that cools itself better than your home's AC, powered only by wind, shade, and smart design written into clay. No blueprints, no foreman shouting orders, no leader at all. And yet, millions of termites working together produce architectural masterpieces that rival human cities. How? Through collective intelligence. Each termite follows simple rules. Carry a grain of soil, place it where it smells like pheromones, repair any crack that lets in too much light or air. Alone, one termite seems almost clueless. But together, those small actions weave into a living blueprint. It's what scientists call swarm intelligence, a complex system rising out of countless simple behaviors. Think about it. Every arch, every tunnel, every chamber is the result of tiny workers responding to signals, not orders. If one section collapses, the colony instantly adjusts, patching and rerouting without hesitation. No arguments, no mistakes, just pure efficiency. It's a silent orchestra of instinct and chemistry. Millions of insects acting as one mind, building wonders that have stood for centuries. Here's the twist. Humans are now learning from termites. In Harare, Zimbabwe, a revolutionary building called the Eastgate Center was designed using termite mound principles. Instead of blasting cool air with expensive machines, the architects copied the mound's natural ventilation. The result? A 90% cut in energy use. No giant power bills, no waste, just comfort inspired by insects. This is biomimicry, solving human problems by imitating nature's solutions. Engineers are studying termite mounds to design better skyscrapers, more sustainable homes, even cooling systems for data centers. And here's the humbling part. What took us centuries of science, trial, and error, termites perfected 150 million years ago. When we look at their towers of clay, we're not just seeing insect nests. We're seeing blueprints for a greener future. Termites remind us that the greatest engineers on Earth might not carry hard hats or degrees. They may just march on 6 legs. Before you write them off as pests, look closer. Termites are the recyclers of the natural world. Every fallen branch, every piece of dead wood that would otherwise pile up and choke a forest, termites break it down and return it to the soil. Without them, ecosystems would drown under their own debris. But they don't stop there. Their tunnels churn the earth like living plows, mixing nutrients deep into the ground. Their mounds become fertile islands, feeding grasses, trees, and entire food chains. In Africa, elephants, antelopes, and even predators gather around termite mounds because the soil is richer, the plants lusher, the water easier to find. So yes, they might nibble at a wooden beam in your house, but in the wild, they are heroes. The silent workers that keep forests breathing, savannas thriving, and life moving forward. So the next time you see a termite, don't just think of chewed wood. Think of skyscrapers taller than mountains, cooled by nothing but air and clay. Think of ancient farmers who were cultivating fungus long before humans ever dreamed of planting seeds. Think of builders who never rest, who recycle the forest floor and enrich the soil that feeds entire continents. For 150 million years, termites have been perfecting green architecture, farming, and ecosystem design. Long before we even existed, they are not invaders. They are pioneers. And in their towers of earth, we glimpse a vision of what sustainable living could look like. Now here's the question. Out of all the termite superpowers, which one left you stunned? Was it their concrete that outlasts centuries? Their natural air conditioning that never breaks? Or their underground farms that rewrote the rules of survival? Tell me your pick in the comments. I'd love to see which of these tiny engineers won you over. And if this glimpse into the hidden genius of nature blew your mind, hit that subscribe button. Because every week, we dive deeper into the wild abilities of animals that change how we see the world, and maybe how we shape our own future.